Hey, welcome to the Fresh Ground YouTube channel. Today we will be moving through a sequence that is good for seasonal change. That is the one constant in life is change, whether that be with the seasons that we move through in our physical world, but that of course is a reflection of everything that goes on in our internal world. Our emotions are always changing. Our consciousness is always bouncing around. Our perceptions change. So this practice was really built just to help us tune into the internal world and how we're kind of showing up in the seasons of life. And I do think it's worth mentioning just seasonal change is tough on a lot of folks. And going especially from summer to fall into winter months, that transition to slow down can be really intense in a lot of ways. So let's get started. We're going to dive right in. If you want to bring any props into practice today, grab a blanket or pillow. You're welcome to lift the hips at any point, or use it as a prop to support you. So we'll find ourselves in a cross-legged seat. You can bring the hands to the tops of the knees or the thighs. And if you feel like it, go ahead and close your eyes or soften your gaze. Rooting our sits bones down towards the earth, dropping our shoulders down and away and opening our heart center. And think of this long line that meets from the bottom of the tail all the way through the crown of the head that extends up towards the sky. And then we'll layer in the breath, just noticing how that feels. To bring awareness to that. And just the quality of breath that you have. Is it short? And if so, just gently work towards deepening the breath. Filling up the belly with air. Maybe finding some audible exhales. Now we'll take a moment just to bring our awareness to our emotional body, our energetic body, and ask ourselves, how are we feeling today? How are we showing up today? And maybe even how is the season of my life and this year affecting me? And let whatever comes up just float to the surface. We'll inhale big and deep. And just exhale, an invitation to let that go. We'll start to move the body using asana practice to move this around. And we'll start by first bringing our palms together at heart center, pressing them together, elbows wide. Allowing this to let you sit up a little taller. Maybe keeping the eyes closed. And then we'll interlace the fingertips, dropping our chin towards our chest. We'll press the palms down towards the floor, reaching them as far as you can. Big stretch in the wrists and the forearms. And again, dropping our chin towards our chest, Feeling a big stretch in the trap muscles, the upper back body. And then we'll slowly begin to rock one ear towards any shoulder. Maybe hanging out there for a breath. Maybe two. And on your next exhale, drawing the nose back towards center, chin dropping down. And then opposite ear to opposite shoulder. All right, bringing our nose back to center, still looking down towards the floor, pressing the palms away. We'll draw a line with the nose to look up towards the sky, maybe opening the eyes now. And then we'll find that same rock with the head back and forth. Maybe a little bit more fluid now. Drawing a line with the nose towards the right, towards the left. And next time you're back to center, we'll let the arms go, maybe shaking out through the hands. All right, right hand's going to come across the front body. Left hand's going to grab the right wrist, spread the right fingertips wide. We're going to plug our shoulder back into space, so dropping our shoulder down away from our ear, and then maybe looking past our right shoulder. Sitting up nice and tall, finding our breath. Making it long and smooth. Inhales and exhales. And switching to the other side, left hand comes across the front body. Right hand grabs the left wrist. We spread the fingertips, plug our shoulder in and drop it away from our ear. And look past our left shoulder. Inviting that deep breath in, just expand. Allowing some energy, some new to come through. All right, we'll let that go. Right hand's going to come to the left knee. Left hand is going to come over top, or left arm over top towards the right knee. We'll inhale to look up. Open the heart. Exhale, chin draws in. We round through spinal flex. Hang out here with the chin dropped in again towards our chest. Drawing our navel back towards our spine. You should feel a big opening through the shoulders, mid-back. And then we'll flow with our breath, inhaling to look up, keeping the hands where they are. Maybe smile here at the top if that feels good. And exhaling, rounding through. We'll do that a couple more times. Inhaling to rise up. And exhaling to round. All right, next time you inhale to lift, the right hand is going to slide back towards our left hip crease. We'll release the left hand. Right foot's going to come out straight. We're going to flex our right toes back towards our shin. Left sole of the foot can come towards the inner right thigh any amount. So find just some space here that feels good. Anchor down through that right femur, that right thigh. We're going to reach the left fingertips and hand up towards the sky. Big breath in. And then on an exhale, we'll begin to slowly tilt over towards the right, intending towards that left or right foot with our left hand. And see if you can find that plugging in of the shoulder here. So keeping the shoulder back, the heart open as you root down through that left sits bone. Maybe looking up. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. We'll come back through, reaching that left hand all the way down behind us as we reach the right hand up towards the sky. Counter stretch. And then we'll let that go, maybe shaking out. Crossing the opposite leg in front this time. And then this time we'll make sure that our left hand comes underneath on top of our right knee, and our right arm's going to come on top this time towards our left knee. Repeating the same sequence here, looking up, rising up with the chin, the heart. Exhaling to round through. Let's hang out here for a breath. Maybe two, opening up again. This time through the right shoulder, a little bit more. And finding that spinal flex, inhaling to look up. Exhaling to dome through the back body, drawing the navel in. Find a couple rounds in your own rhythm. Next time you come back up, we'll slide that left hand down to the right hip crease, release the right hand, send the left leg out long, left toes flexing back, right sole of the foot intending towards the inner left thigh. Finding our grounding or stability first, so right sits bones anchoring down, open in the upper body. Sending our right hand up towards the sky, spread the fingertips, inhale. And then exhale, leaning over towards the left, keeping that shoulder back, heart open. Nice long neck. Big side body stretch. One more inhale, maybe some baby pulses here. And then we'll exhale, cartwheel the right hand down and behind you as we lift the right hand up towards the sky. And then we'll exhale, let that go, and we'll come through to a tabletop position. Finding some grounding in this space by pressing the tops of the feet, the toes down, fingertips spread wide, pressing those down, and then hugging our lower ribs in to lengthen through the spine. Tucking our chin. Deep breath in, deep breath out. All right, we'll curl the toes under, lift the kneecaps, lift the hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk it out, maybe spreading the hands a little wider for some extra added support. And then we'll find stillness, sending the hip points up towards the sky, dropping the heels down. Big inhale through the nose, big exhale through the mouth. And then we'll slowly walk the hands back towards the feet, finding the forward fold. That feels good. Dropping the hips down as much as you need to. Layering in the breath, deep inhales and exhales. Maybe grasping opposite elbows or interlacing the hands behind the shins, behind the calves. And then on your next inhale, we'll slowly rise to a halfway lift. So hands come to the thighs, the shins as we reach the crown away. And then we exhale to cascade forward all the way into a fold. Next inhale, we're going to rise up, either ragdoll or big sunshine breath, whatever you want to call that, reaching up towards the sky. Hands come into steeple grip, pointing up towards the ceiling. We'll be here for a breath, pressing our arms up and away as our feet drill down towards the floor. On your next exhale, we'll begin to tilt over towards the right, grounding down through the right foot, opening up through the chest. Half moon. Inhaling back to center, now tipping over towards the right, grounding down through all four corners of the left foot. Big stretch in the left side body. Inhale and exhale back to center. We'll rain the fingertips down, forward fold. Walk the hands out. We're going to come into the top of a push-up or plank. Feel free to drop to the knees. We'll lower all the way down, hugging the elbows into the side body. Forehead kisses the mat. Our hands slide underneath our shoulders. Press into the tops of the feet. We'll inhale to rise up, cobra. Exhale to cascade forward. We'll do that a couple more times. Press into the tops of the feet, the pelvis. As you rise up, exhaling, folding through. And next time your forehead kisses the mat, we'll take one breath in, curl the toes under, exhale to power up, tabletop position. Finding support of your wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hip points. We'll just slowly step that right foot up in between the hands, finding a low lunge, opening the heart forward. Big stretch in the front left hip crease. From here, press into the front foot, bringing our right elbow towards our right knee. Left hand can stay on the ground as we swing our left foot over towards the right side of the mat. When you're ready to lift off, Squeeze the thighs together as we inhale, reaching the left arm up towards the sky, maybe looking up. And then we'll find big circles here. Just drawing circle with the fingertips. Big opening here still, the front body. Let's layer in the breath, inhaling as you come down, forward and back. Exhaling as it goes down and around. Inhaling as it rises up. Do one more wherever you are, syncing up the breath for this cycle. And then on your next exhale, when the hand is lowered, we'll swing that left foot back around, hands plant on either side of the right foot. We open the heart, low lunge. And then nice and easy, we'll just slide that right foot back. Let's plant the left hand, reach the right hand up towards the sky, thread the needle, right arm underneath the left, right ear comes down towards the mat. Big toes can slide together here, you can leave them, the legs as two parallel lines. Send the breath down into the belly. And on your next exhale, we'll slowly unwind, coming back through our tabletop position. Stacking the bones, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And then we'll step our left foot up in between our hands, finding that low lunge on this side. Shoulder blades come back in together. We lift up through our pelvic floor. Nice and easy. All right, this time we'll bring our left elbow to our left knee. Right fingertips stay on the ground. We'll swing our right foot over towards the left side of our mat. Building from the ground up, find your stability, hug the thighs together as we inhale to reach the right hand up towards the sky this time. Notice how this feels. Get secure and settled in your foundation. And then we'll layer in the circles with the arm. And then layer in the breath. Inhaling as the arm comes forward. Exhaling as it comes back and down. Inhale forward and up. Exhale backwards and down. Scan the body here, what's going on in the feet, the right hip, the core, the arm, the shoulders. Is your neck nice and long? And on your next exhale, as you come down, we'll swing that right foot around, plant the palms, open the heart. Sending that left foot back. This time planting the right hand down, left arm up towards the sky. And we'll thread the needle, left arm comes underneath the right, left ear to the mat. Big toes can come to touch. Enjoy this move. See if you can really send that breath again down into the belly. Ringing out through the spine. Letting it go. All right, on your next exhale, let's slowly unwind. Planting the palms. We'll curl the toes under, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Anchor through the left heel, send the right foot and leg up and behind you, three-legged dog. Press into both palms evenly. Look forward and we'll send that right foot all the way up towards the right hand. We're going to pivot on the back foot, so let's take our time here. Left toes are going to be pointed towards the left side of the mat. You may walk that right foot a little forward so it's good and underneath your right knee. And then from here, right elbow is going to come to our right knee. We're going to open up in that side angle once again. So left hand towards the sky. Let's find our circles with that left arm. We'll only be here a couple of times, a few circles. Inhaling, lifting forward, up and back. Notice how this cycle is. Where's your foundation? What's going on in the body? Where's your breath? And the next time you go down, forward, up and back, power through that front foot to come all the way up into warrior two. Reaching the hands out and beyond the body. Looking forward out onto the horizon, pressing down through both feet. Big move here, inhale. And then exhale, we're going to cartwheel all the way back through, frame the right foot with the hands, dropping to the left knee. Left hand plants, big open twist to the right hand up towards the sky. Deep breath in and exhale, release, right foot slides back. Let's take a child's pose, either toes together, knees wide, melting the heart down, or you can bring the legs together, sending the hands back towards the feet. Allowing the upper body to round forward. Let's take a couple deep breaths in and out, in and out. Returning to our theme of seasonal change and how we weather emotions. There's no rule that says we have to hold or store these in our body, even though we tend to do that as humans. It's in our nature, but there's no rule. So as we move through this other side, just be open to how the body and the breath can help emotions evolve. Help us move through things that feel tough. That change that is constant, that can often be super uncomfortable. Just know whatever it is, it's all good. All right, we'll take one more deep breath here before returning on our exhale to tabletop position. Let's curl the toes under, inhale, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Immediately drop through that right heel, lift the left leg up, three-legged dog, press into both hands evenly, look forward, shift forward, stepping that foot all the way up. This time, left elbow is going to come to the left knee. Let's pivot on that back foot, right toes towards the right side of your mat, opening up side angle. So again, finding your foundation here is everything. So take your time getting set up, it's all good. Let's find those big circles with the right arm. Inhaling forward, up and back. Inhaling forward. Exhaling on the return trip, down and back. All right, next time your arm goes forward, up and back, power through the front foot, cartwheeling up into our warrior two. Open your stance wide. Look past the left fingertips. Let your heart open, mind open. Breathe deep. All right, we'll cartwheel it all the way back down, pivoting on that back foot, dropping down to the right knee, right hand plants, big open twist, left hand towards the sky. And then we'll exhale, release. Let's slide that left leg back, walk our hands forward. We're going to come onto the elbows now for Sphinx pose. So come onto the tops of the feet, nice and easy. Continue to open up through the front body, pressing down into the elbows, spreading the fingertips wide, pressing into the pelvis. All right, interlace the fingertips, making a triangle. We'll curl the toes under and come onto the knees here at first, just to check in with the core. And then we'll come back through that cobra or sphinx shape. And then on your next lift off, come into a forearm plank if that feels good. Option to lower to the knees. You can do this, hug in the lower ribs. You can do hard things. You can reach that crown forward, send the spiking or sending those heels back. Deep breaths, you got it. All right, we'll lower to the knees, coming back into Sphinx, coming onto the tops of the feet. So let's do that one more time. Interlacing through the fingertips again, curling the toes under. Inhale. Exhale to plank. And then if you want to practice dolphin here, option to start walking the feet forward, pressing into the elbows, dropping the crown towards the earth, so the top of the head won't touch the earth here. But really it's just a lot of forearm strength, sending the hip points up towards the sky. You might lift one leg and then the other. Deep breaths here to support yourself. And then we'll slowly drop on towards our knees, send our arms back towards our feet, Head's gonna roll towards the mat, child's pose. Allow the shoulders to roll forward. Allow your mind and body to rest here. Find safety in this seed-like posture. We'll take one or two more deep breaths here, just really conscious about the quality of your breath. Any sensations in the body. And then we'll slowly rise up, coming into a hero variation, maybe just sitting back onto the heels, or you can come into a comfortable seat. Wherever you are, hands come one on top of the other in the lap, palms face up, shoulders drop down, close the eyes. We'll bring the palms together at heart center, dropping our chin in towards our chest to seal our practice with gratitude. Thank you for cultivating some fresh ground with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And we whisper, Namaste.